Dude, oh my god. I need a cup of coffee for this one. Okay. This episode, Midousuji. Oh my god. I don't even know how to express this about anything about this episode. Let me just... Oh my god. Okay, so, Midousuji. We always knew he played dirty. We always knew he would do anything to win. But to literally sit there and use Shinkai's weakness about a rabbit. He talks about a rabbit. He's like, oh, how'd you eat that rabbit? Did you eat it? Did you skin it? Did you bone it? I'm like, you sick fucking bastard. You sick person. I mean, downright, he is disgusting. Downright disgusting. Chemo. I think that's what he says all the time. Chemo. Hopefully I said that correct. But still, Midousuji. My god, he's a character you want to hate, and he's creepy as fuck, but I like his character. Downright, I love his character in this series of Yowamushi Pedal. I mean, he's just so unnatural, but at the same time, he just works. Like, what he does to Shinkai in this episode, and what he's done in previous episodes, is amazing. He knows how to use psychological warfare in this entire Inter-High. That's just shocking. I never expected to see psychological warfare at all in a racing biker sports anime at all. I never expected something like that. And so Midousuji's definitely spiced up and livened up the entire, I guess, antagonist role of a sports anime. Now, the main conflict and the main subject of this entire episode was pretty much Shinkai could not pass Midousuji on the left because Midousuji knew his weakness and knew that pretty much Shinkai could not pass him on the left. And so, we heard last episode that was pretty much set up for this episode, was that Shinkai was called the Sprinter Demon, or the Oni. Pretty much, he would just go rampaging on flats, and he would do anything to win to be up front. And as we can clearly see in this episode, he overcomes his fear of passing people on the left, where he thinks he'll hit a rabbit or some form of creature. He overcomes this weakness, and he actually manages to pass Midousuji. And I love the symbolism in that entire scene, when you see him rampaging past Midousuji, and you see those chains around him, and you see the chain just shatter. Oh my god, the symbolism in that entire moment was just beautiful. Love it so much. I love it. Now, overall, this episode was amazing and intense. I love Midousuji's inner monologues and his thoughts, getting to see how he thinks, because he's a character that definitely needs to be fleshed out even more, because all we've seen is creepy neck popping, tongue going around, and just being evil and manipulative. But I love getting to see his inner thoughts. Like, right towards the end of this episode, he's like, I want to kill you, and he keeps saying that over and over, and you see him, like, rip his freaking pants, because I'm guessing his muscles are tensing so much up. I don't really understand exactly what he did, but I guess his muscles, like I said, were tensing up so much he had to rip somewhat of his pants for he could be able to go faster, and that was insane. You just see this man just go freaking fast. You just see him literally, his head is almost touching the freaking ground, and you just see his legs pumping, and he's like saying kill in his mind like he wants to kill Shinkai. I'm like, oh my god, this dude is freaking serious. Midousuji definitely gets the award of the creepiest character I have seen from a sports anime. He definitely is. He's just downright freaking creepy, and I love his tactics. And I feel like Midousuji as a character, before all this is said and done of Yowamushi Pedal, I think most likely Midousuji is going to realize that he needs teamwork, honest-to-God teamwork, to help him out. And he's also going to have to realize that some people, even though they try hard, they're not gross. And so, I think Midousuji's going to learn this lesson in these different battles, because as you can clearly tell, he's going all out. He's going against what he said a couple episodes back. He doesn't like going all out. You could definitely tell he's going all out. He's trying everything he possibly can to be able to pass Shinkai at the last part of this episode, and then it has to cliffhanger, and you all know how I feel about a fucking cliffhanger. Why does Yowamushi Pedal always have to end on the last 100 to 300 to 500 meters of a race? Why? This episode, in terms of pacing, not a lot really happened, but there was a lot of dialogue and a lot of actual character progression. But in terms of the race, there was no progression barely at all. They only went probably a couple hundred meters or so. I don't know exactly how many meters they went, but they went a lot of meters, but not enough to really finish this entire race. And so this episode mainly focused on character development, a little bit on Midousuji, and at the same time focused on Shinkai, and like I said, overcoming his entire weakness and being able to pass someone on the left. And I love the emotional teamwork support that, you know, his team is showing him. I mean, how it's really said, we don't care, you're an amazing sprinter, and we have belief that he'll be able to overcome this weakness, and he'll be able to pass Midousuji. It's amazing. Now, as we've seen from Midousuji, he's an unexpected key factor in this entire race. He's had a lot of talent, and he's definitely a strong key contender in the Inter-High, and he definitely probably has some different things he might be hiding. Now, the question is, can he actually win this sprinter race he's currently in right at the end of this episode? I mean, do you think it's possible Midousuji will be able to pass Shinkai? I mean, Shinkai right now is at his full maximum power. He's downright at his maximum, and he's definitely given it his all. He's definitely overcome his weakness, but can Midousuji be able to mindfuck, pretty much, Shinkai? Is it possible he can do something like that to him? See, there's a lot of questions here, but at the same time, this episode just had a lot of meaning to it. It had a lot of meaning, a lot of character development, and symbolism, beautiful animation, and beautiful music. It definitely suited the entire vibe of this. And Midousuji, I love his facial expressions. I always do. I love his facial expressions of how they always do a close-up shot of him rubbing his face like this and shit. And then you just see, like, freaking just sweat. It's so creepy. So, not much more I could really discuss about this episode. This episode just downright was freaking good, and it was another amazing episode of Yowamushi Pedal. I wonder exactly what's going to happen after this, because, I mean, anything could possibly happen, because Yowamushi Pedal has been quite unpredictable. And so, honestly, I want to be honest here. I vote on Midousuji to win. I want him to win. I'm going to be honest here. I want that dude to win, even though he's a creep, even though he's the main antagonist, and even though I technically don't like his character, and I shouldn't like his character. I like him as a villain, and he's a good villain. So, that's who I like. I think he should honestly win, because it would definitely add an impactful blow into Hakone Academy, and so that would be interesting to see if they do that, because then Sahoku would have an actual advantage over Hakone, and so it would be kind of a fair fight, since Midousuji technically is by himself racing. So, everybody, I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.